G'day folks, welcome back to the channel for episode number 39 of our Aether Pets Ritualist, where we're pushing through to level 100 today, and I pushed start streaming instead of start recording, so you've missed the walk from the door to here. Nothing happened at all, but it's just a little bit funny. Right, so we found a totem, and you know me, I like my totems, so I'm gonna spread some goop on the floor, summon the cat, and push the damage buttons. And they're all going to melt, so I will turn the loot off so I can see what's going on. And I do like to run around for this. I don't know if it actually helps, but it makes me feel better, so I'm going to do it. Now, I am on the lookout for two sets of gear, actually. I have found a way to make this Aether Pets thing work at endgame. Basically, you use Bismeal's set to get an extra Briathorn. And then you just convert everything to Aether, and it kind of looks like it'll work. So I'm going to do that. And then I will probably get the gold set as well and try that build out too. But we will see which one I find first as to which one I try first. Because I definitely want to try both now that I've found that build. To be clear, I did not make that build myself. Like I said previously, I'm decent at leveling, but in terms of actually making endgame builds, I don't think I know enough about all of the items that you could potentially use. And I mean, I can make some basic builds, like, you know, you can tell a lot of the time by a set what it's for. So like I could go find a set and just kind of be like, okay, well that's a poison set, gives me extra light fiends, so well I guess I'll just do that. But as for having an idea and then going and finding items that do the thing, not so great. Right, so anywho, pushing through the Tomb of the Watchers, we have a fight shrine coming up just here. We're basically just killing Chthonians. None of this is particularly remarkable. But we are getting closer to the Logorian. We did just kill the big green slug, which is good. He is one of two, I think, kind of super unique type monsters in here. Why can I not move anywhere? Okay, the other one being the boss in front of the Logorian, and then the Logorian himself is, I guess, a third one. Those are the only really notable bosses in here. Everything else is going to be random. How do you get in there? Not worth it. That little hidden treasure chest behind the wall has never given me anything good. I'm pretty sure the chance of getting anything good from one of those chests is very, very low, so I'm just going to leave it alone. Let's see if we can't speed this up a bit. Skip through some of this trash and head for the door. So this will be the end of the base game in Ultimate once we kill the Logorian. Which means technically I finished the game. Hooray everybody! And we should be level 100 before we get to Logorian as well. And then there is just Act... well, I guess it's Act 5 and 6 with Ashes. Let's see if we can't just go past those. A lot of this stuff is really actually quite tanky. Okay. And leave a lot of that stuff on the floor. I definitely will need a lot of iron bits, so I should be picking it up, but my inventory's already decently on its way to being full anyway, so whatever. I'm going to regret saying that later on when I have, 12,000 bits because I've flipped so many set items. But for now, we're good. Okay, this is a decent run. There's the dead end. This place just loves to get me going on a good run and then block the door. Okay, so a little bit of a detour, that's fine. As for the Logorian, you need max everything resist, honestly. But if you can't have max everything resist, make sure you have max chaos, max poison, and max vitality. I can't say for sure that he does vitality because I haven't looked recently, but Chthonians do a lot of vitality damage, so just make sure you have it. And realistically, you should have max every resist by now. This far into Ultimate, you definitely should have everything capped, and over-capped would be ideal. 208% is a little excessive. Usually I aim for 30% over-cap. Looks like I have that for most of these. Looks like I have that for everything except Chaos and Lightning by the looks of it. You definitely want overcap because things in Ultimate will shred your resistances. Depending on what you're fighting, it'll shred more or less. I'm going to stop here because I know that the... I can't remember his name, but there's a boss in front of that door and he's got a lot of health and summon stuff, and it's just worth not having other things to worry about when you get to him. Alright, there he goes. Okay, so going into the Ligorian, I don't consider this fight to be particularly scary when you put it up against, say, Theoden or Kaiman especially. So I'm not going to go to town and get any extra potions or anything like that. We're just going to walk in and kill him, in theory. So here we go. So there's Ulgrim. Ulgrim's unfortunately not going to last very long. As the summoner, I am going to try and stay back as much as I can. There's the poison puke. I have just fat-fingered cluster, which is not ideal. And try and kill these guys off as quick as we can. Okay, I'm not hearing a lot of archers firing, so I guess we lost some archers along the way. Here we go. I think he will disappear, like become untargetable one more time, I think. Yep, there he goes. I was gonna say there he goes, but I think I just moved the mouse. Alright, we lost a couple of skeletons, but that'll be fine. Let's get the little cat out for a wee bit. Alright, here we go. The final push. And there he goes. Okay, congratulations if you're playing along. You just got the achievement for killing him on Ultimate in Hardcore. I believe there's an achievement for Ultimate Hardcore. Regardless, it's a bit of a milestone, I guess. Did he drop his MI? He did. Mighty of Fallen Skies, I don't care. Okay. We'll pick it all up, we'll take it back to town and sell it. He also killed the Briarthorn, which I didn't notice. I wonder how far through the fight that died. Right, so let's just go turn all this in. This should get us level 100. I actually had thought that we would be 100 before we got to killing him. I'm just going to neck that last potion because I have it, and this is the last time I'll be able to get XP anyway. So, there we go, level 100. And again, if you've been playing along, congratulations on getting the achievement for level 100 Hardcore. Assuming you were playing on Hardcore. Okay, let's pick up this next quest, and we are going to head into Ogdenbog, because that is my favorite area for farming, and I'm almost certainly going to actually do the Forgotten Gods and Ashes of Malmo content anyway. Flames of Wrath, nope. I am on the lookout for certain blues and also certain purples. None of these are the blues and purples that I want though. So I will Keep an eye out for them, but otherwise I'm going to sell all of this stuff. I like to think I know which ones I want, but I should probably have a list. Collecting gear for 2 builds. You probably should know what you're looking for. Right, so here we go. Chuck all this in. What was that for? Night Hunter's chest guard. Yeah. Okay. Let's head into the Gloomwald. I'm pretty sure we don't need to repair the bridge because we're not going into Eastmarch just yet. We will go and do the hidden path at some point. I'm not going to do that now, however. Right, let's go. So to the Birch Village. And now we go back because I saw a quest right next to me. Just trying to think which one it was. I swear I saw a quest. I may be going crazy, or maybe it was this one actually. Yeah, we're not doing that quest. That quest is very much not happening. I tried that quest. I mean, I have done that quest on other builds. Running through Aether Ground is just not a good idea, though. Alright, so that's all of our points spent. We have a few more available in terms of quest rewards, but for right now, that's all we're going to get for levels. I guess we'll put 2 more points in Physique for now as well. Because I haven't put a lot of points into Spirit, 20 points, 500, is not a lot. So a lot of the jewelry and such I won't actually be able to wear. But once we have the gear that we will use for one of the 2 builds I'm collecting for, we can respec all of the stats and such. Okay, these ethereal totems are a right pain in the butt. So much goop on the ground, everything dies. Okay, what do we get? Crown of the Revenant King and a bunch of bits. And Piran's Visage, I guess, is decent. Not for this build, but, you know, good build with that. Make a Devastation build out of it. Pretty good. Right, so where's the door? There's the door. Okay, we got past the rock we went that way for. Once you have hit level 100, it is up to you if you want to go around now and collect all of your one-shot chests. There is a checklist on grimtools.com which will show you exactly which ones you do and don't have. You can also, at this point, take a break and just farm totems. If you're going to do that, I recommend the Blood Grove up through Darkvale Gate. You can do that to collect gear before you push into Ashes of Malmo. It's probably not an awful idea. The other things you can do, you can take some time now, do some skeleton dungeons, skeleton key dungeons. Probably I would say stay away from Port Valbury, just because it's very Aether heavy in there. There's a lot of gunk on the floor in there too, it's really easy to die just from environmental damage. You could go into Forgotten Gods now as well, and work on your faction reputation there. You could just go and do Shattered Realms forever now at this point if you wanted to. All of those are viable options. You definitely do not have to come and do Ashes of Malmo stuff now. But since this is a playthrough, I'm going to play through it. And it is kind of fun to see where this guy dies. I'm pretty sure he's going to die at some point. But I don't know where, and that's half the fun. Okay. Do we have Nemesis? I think we do. Ethereals and Beasts. Okay. This little section here that we're coming up to, just this part here, I can't remember exactly how many spawn points there are for Kubacabra, but I run into him all the time here. If I'm looking for him, this is the first place I come to look, just because I found him here so many times. He does have a lot of spawn points that are not just here, but I seem to find him here all the time. And now that I've said that, he's not going to be here, so I'm safe. But this is definitely my favorite farming spot for early or fresh level 100 characters. You get 2 treasure troves and 2 totems guaranteed. Depending on how far you want to run, you may only get one of the totems. But there's one outside here, potentially a treasure trove here. I don't see it, so it might be inside. Or sorry, there is another one inside it. This one is either here or a couple other places, which I'll go to. So this one's not here. I think it's just here is where it lives when it's at home. It does look like we're not getting the totem here either. The totem would be just here. So from here, you run around, hug the left wall, check for the treasure trove here, come up here, check for the totem, and then run down this way. There's a couple of things to grab here, but for the farming, you basically just go straight in. I'm going to grab the note here for Nane's stash because this is the first time through. Where's that note? There it is. And now we go in here. Now there is a boss in here, Avarice. She is a little bit dangerous. I definitely have died to her before. So just be aware of that if you do come in here. It's not just, you know, walking simulator, you do have to pay attention. But her platform is up here, and we will be going across her platform to get to the other side, obviously. Right, so one treasure trove potentially here. Venom Spine Greaves and Seal of Blades. Okay, the second, or not the second, there could also be an Aether Totem here. Because it's not here, it's going to be in the other cellar, which I will show. There are 2 sort of root cellars, I guess you would call them, in this area, and one of them will have a totem in it every time. So because this one's not here, we know it's going to be in the other one. Is Avarice home? Avarice is not home, so Avarice will also be in the other cellar. Okay, and if you didn't find the treasure trove where it was earlier, so if it's not over here, then it will be just here. We did, however, find it there, so it's not going to be here. Interesting little bug with the XP bar there. Okay, so we come out the other side, it's just over here, and we head north. If you for some reason still need another devotion shrine, there's one here. It's also a fight one, so I am going to do it. Let's just refresh all of the pets. There we go. Had a feeling there weren't enough buttons there. Okay, here we go. One thing I'm not a big fan of, Revered with Homestead again, one thing I'm not a big fan of with a lot of these very flashy builds is you just can't see anything. Right, so that is one of the belts I was looking for. So I'll hang on to that. Use these blueprints, obviously. And that's not what I was looking for. But this belt is included in one of the builds. I don't know if I'll actually use that. That might be... It's more of a Kabbalist thing, isn't it? +2 to Blight Burst, 1 to all. I guess it's got pet bonuses on it. I'll have a look later on. Okay, heading up here. We haven't found the treasure trove out here. There could be a totem here. There isn't, which means it's going to be up that way. There's 3 spawn locations here. 3? I think 3. Our treasure trove may be just up there. This spot here can be quite dangerous. I've seen packs of 3 elites combined with Packler as well. This spot can be very dangerous, so keep your eyes open. Here's our treasure trove. So, I believe it's only those 3 locations that I pointed out where it can spawn, just in case. It could be here, it could be here, or it can be here. And on our way through, we will duck into the other cellar, because there's also another totem up there as well. And we'll do Nane's stash too. And as long as we're in the area, we may as well rescue Daddy.
Please just leave.
Let's just stuff him into a rift gate. I don't have time for people who want to be left to die. Okay, so heading over to the left here, trying to get past that. We have Nane's stash just here, so blow the barricade up, go in. There is a exalted chest here. So Deathbringer raiment, not amazing, but not awful either. We'll sell for a pretty penny. Just up to the north here, you will see on the map there is a monster totem. We are going to go do that. As I said, you will get, I think there's 3 locations where this monster totem could be. And there will be a totem in this area every single time. Let's just clear the area, then we'll pop this. I'm going to turn the loot off again. Okay, I think we just get out of that rubbish. Okay, what do we get? Silver Bolt is no good, Elder's Inquisition is no good, the Skull of a Gull Amash, also no good. But that's fine, we'll start collecting gear, and eventually we'll get some of the gear we want. Okay, so totems in this area, one here, and one here. It's going to be in one of those 3 spots every single time. So when you come through this area, you will get 2 totems, you will get 2 treasure troves. This cellar door here is the other cellar that will have the totem. It'll either be in here, or it'll be in the previous cellar where we went to. I am expecting Avarice here as well. I think these are the only 2 locations she can spawn. So we'll just go around and clear everything out. Maybe not everything, but okay, here we go. Yep, there's Avarice. So I'm gonna try and keep... Okay, it's definitely time to back up. We're losing way too much health there. I was going to say I'm going to try and keep Ill Omen on her. Where is she? There we go. She does heal herself. I think it has to do with the vitality balls that go out and come back in. I'm not sure exactly how it works, but I've definitely seen her heal herself. So that was a lot of stuff. Alright, now for the totem. Again, just clear the area first. There's no point fighting more than you have to. I'm not aware of any secret areas in here, but there may be some. I don't know. It's usually not worth it. Loot's off again. Let's spread the ill omen out. Get all the pets, push all the buttons. You know the deal by now. Okay, and totem complete. What did we win? Not much by the looks of it. Ramguard Chaucers and some blues. Alright, that's fine. So we'll head out of here. I literally just came in here to get that totem and to show it off. Like I said, this is my favorite area to farm. And I will be doing a lot of farming here in order to collect gear. Right, that'll about do it for this episode. So next episode we'll head through to the Coven and then Barrowhome. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.